If you've watched some of my earlier videos, then you may be familiar with the fact that I sometimes sell an option contract just so that I can collect the premium payment. In fact, I just published a video where I showed how I'm making over $3,000 every month just by collecting premium payments. And I'm able to make the income by either selling covered calls or selling cash secured puts. And I'll typically write these contracts with expiration dates from 1 week up to a month and everything in between. But then some of my viewers said, hey, that's pretty cool, but if you're so good, can you make money with just a 1-day option? If so, prove it. So that's when I said, hey, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm just a normal guy publishing videos on YouTube about my journey as I learn about how to trade stock options since the global illness took over and businesses have been shutting down. And now that we're staying at home, I needed to find a way that I could make some money working from home. So some of my viewers challenged me to make some money from premiums using a 1-day option contract. So I took up the challenge and I asked them, okay, so how much should I make? What's going to be considered successful? $5? $10? $20? We finally agreed upon $25, just enough money to pay for a nice breakfast on the next morning. And now it's time for me to get to work. Let's get started. But wait, there's more. Instead of making this a $25 challenge, I'm going to double it. And let's make it interesting and make it a $50 challenge. Okay, now I'm ready. Because the electric vehicle market is doing so well right now, I decided to zero in on either EV car stocks or supporting infrastructure stocks in order to choose a good candidate for this challenge. So after reviewing the different companies and what they have to offer, I've decided to focus in on the supporting infrastructure stocks. So these are companies that don't provide electric vehicles, but they provide supporting infrastructure, such as either charging stations or fuel cell technology. And so the 4 stocks that I'm currently going to narrow it down to are BLNK Charging, stock symbol BLNK, Fuel Cell Energy, stock symbol FCEL, Plug Power, symbol PLUG, and Switchback Energy, symbol SBE, which by the way is a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company that's merging with ChargePoint, and we should see the merger completed before the end of this year. So after reviewing the fundamentals and technicals for these companies, including their charts, I decided to go with BLNK Charging in order to meet this challenge. So now that I know which stock to look at, I decided to take a look at their chart and get a little more details about how they've been performing over the past few days, weeks, and months. So what you see here is a chart for BLNK, symbol BLNK, and right now I've got the 15-minute chart up. So I've been looking at BLNK's price movement over the past few days, and today it closed at $28.84. So as I continued to check the numbers and look at this chart, I saw a series of dips that helped provide the basis for a support line. So I'm not a charting expert and I'm an even worse artist, so bear with me. But let me draw the support line that I'm seeing so that you can visualize what I'm talking about. All I'm going to do is draw a line on top of this chart that connects the bottoms or the lows of the stock price. Actually could have started a little bit more to the left, but you get the idea. So what this support line does is it tells me that when the price drops to this level, there's definite interest in the market to buy the stock back, right? So they see this, the market sees this as a low point and an opportunity to buy the stock back. So this line is right around the $26 mark. So if history repeats itself and this pattern repeats, then I can pretty much assume that if the price ever drops to around the $26 mark, it's probably the lowest dip and it'll start bouncing back up from that point. Now that I have this knowledge, I can start taking a look at writing a cash secured put contract and using a strike price somewhere near this value of $26. So for me, I think the electric vehicle market is going to start climbing here exponentially over the next few years. And along with it, all the supporting infrastructure companies like BLNK will be going up as well. So I really want to own this stock. It makes sense for me from a long-term buy and hold perspective. But I don't want to pay the current price of $28.84. I'd like to get it at a discount. So if I were doing a more traditional stock market order to buy these shares, I would issue a limit order to buy 100 shares of BLNK at a limit price of $26, but instead, I'm going to use a cash secured put as a way to acquire these shares at a lower price. So my plan is to write this 1-day cash secured put option contract to see if I can get the shares, but if I don't get the shares, that's okay, because my ultimate goal is to get that $50 in premium income from this 1-day option trade. So I've activated my Robinhood account, and I'm going to head on over to BLNK charging, symbol BLNK, and take a look. Now my goal is to write a cash secured put for BLNK charging, 1-day contract, and I'm going to be using a strike price of $26, which I derived after looking at the charts and seeing the support line. And I'm going to see how much I can get in premium for a 1-day trade. So I select trade and then trade options, and I pick tomorrow as the expiration date, December 11th. And I want to find a strike price that's close to the $26 support line that I found. Here's a $26 strike price that's exactly on the support line. So I'm going to specify one contract and specify 50 cents as my limit for the premium. I'm agreeing to buy 100 shares of BLNK at $26 per share on or before December 11th. I'm reserving $2,600 in case the shares get assigned to me, and I'll receive $50 in premium when it gets filled. I submit my order, it gets placed, and then after a few moments, my order gets filled. So I just sold a cash secure put for stock symbol BLNK with a $26 strike price that expires on December 11th, which is tomorrow. So this is a 1-day trade. And in return, I received a $50 premium. Another look at this transaction. Let's zoom in so we can see it better. So I sold a cash secure put for stock symbol BLNK with a strike price of $26 and an expiration date of December 11th. And the order was filled on December 10th at 8:53 a.m. Pacific time, making this a 1-day option contract. The premium was 50 cents, which means I received $50 for this contract. And now the only thing left to do is to wait and see what happens at the closing bell tomorrow. When the market closes tomorrow, if the market price is below my strike price, I'll be able to get the shares I wanted at the discounted price, and I'll pay for them using the money for my collateral. Plus, I still get to keep the premium. Alternatively, if the market closes tomorrow and the market price is above the strike price, the money that's reserved in my collateral is returned to me so I can use for other investments, and I still get to keep the premium payment. Okay, here we go. It's December 11th, 2020, opening of the market. Let's track the stock throughout the day. It's December 11th, 2020. It's expiration day. And here we are. It's about 7 a.m. Pacific, so this is the first hour that the market's been open. I've got the ticker running for BLNK up on the screen. And just to remind everyone, I have a $26 strike price set for this option contract. Okay, it's time to check in. Hour number 2. It's roughly 8 a.m. Pacific time. Let's see where the stock's at. It's trading right around 27.80-ish or so. It's hour number 3, and the stock is still trading right around the 27.80 or 27.90. At the 4th hour, we can see that the price for BLNK has actually dropped a lot. It's down to $27.28. It looks like it could be headed towards our $26 strike price. What do you think? It's around 11 a.m. Pacific time, and the price for BLNK has worked its way down to roughly $27.20 or thereabouts. I keep wondering, is it going to break through the $27 mark and actually make it to the $26 strike price that I've got? Okay, now we're at the beginning of the 6th hour. There's 1 hour left till market close. And as we can see, BLNK charging, the price has actually spiked back up. Now it's right around $27.70, $27.80. Here's the last few moments before the closing bell. Let's watch as we count down to the closing of the market. So as we watch the last 10 seconds of the market before it closes, it appears that the price will not reach the strike price of $26. And that's it. The market's closed. And BLNK charging, symbol BLNK, closed at $27.24. So it finished above my strike price. So now let's take a look at what happens next. Hey, so let's recap what happened. Here I am, and there's the stock market. I created a cash secured put option contract, and I put it up for sale on the stock market to let everyone know that I've got a cash secured put for stock symbol BLNK. That has a 1-day expiration, and I'm setting my strike price at $26. And related to that, I'm going to reserve $2,600 in collateral. I still hold the money, but I'm just setting it aside, reserving it to pay for the shares if the stock shares get assigned to me. So that number, $2,600, is the total of $26, my strike price, times 100 shares, since each contract is worth 100 shares. So that's how you come up with the $2,600. So then someone in the marketplace indicates that they're willing to buy my option contract. So they either directly hold and own 100 shares of BLNK, or they have access to it, and so they're willing to make a trade, right? So they're saying they would like to purchase my contract and enter the deal with me. So we agree to it. They give me $50 in premium, and I give them the option contract, which gives them the right. So now let's recap what happened on the expiration day. I've got a chart here for stock symbol BLNK, and this is right after the closing bell. And we can see that BLNK closed at $27.24. And remember, my strike price for the contract was $26. So what happened then is the price of the stock closed above my strike price, and so the option contract expired because the conditions weren't met. The stock price did not dip below the strike price. So if we go back to our scenario, what happens next? Well, remember, I got paid $50 in premium in return for selling this option contract. But now that option contract expired, so it's null and void. It's no longer good. The $2,600 in collateral, that gets released back to me. So that goes back into my account. So I can use that for a different day or to do some other investing, or I can withdraw it, do whatever I want. So that $2,600 is mine. Plus, I still get to keep the $50 premium, and that ends the transaction. Before I close out this video, I wanted to address something that has been kind of on my mind. I get a lot of comments and emails from folks talking about that the trades I'm making aren't worthwhile, right? The amount of money that I'm making is too small. So I just wanted to take a quick moment and address that. First off, I agree. I'm not making a ton of money, but that was never my intent. My intent was to learn about doing stock option trading and become better at it and become consistent and make these videos along the way to share my experience. But rather than talk about it more, let me just show you the results from this option trade. So I did a one-day option, and I was able to get $50 in premium from it. And so if I take that, and if I'm able to do, let's say 5 of these, could I do 5 in 1 week? I think that's entirely possible. So if I did 5 of these in 1 week, that would be $250 in 1 week. And then if I kept doing this on a consistent and regular basis at $250 a week, well, that's $1,000 a month. Now, granted, I'm not going to quit my job over that, but that's a significant sum of money that could be used to either invest, pay bills, or enjoy life. So for the people out there that are the haters and leave me the negative comments, you know what? It's true. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I admit that. And I'm still learning how to do option trading. But that's okay. I'm more than willing to, make mistakes along the way, and I make plenty. And I'll keep sharing these videos showing what I'm doing so that maybe it inspires and motivates other people to do the same. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think. Am I all washed up, or am I onto something? I don't know. It's just something I want to do. I enjoy doing it and sharing these videos. If you're interested in learning more about stock option trading basics, then be sure to check out my video, Option Trading Basics. I've included a link in the description below. Also, if you're interested in opening a trading account and receiving 2 free stocks, then consider opening a Webull account and using my referral link that is in the description. If you use my link, open an account, and deposit just $100, you'll receive 2 free stocks worth between $8 and $1,000 each. So did you like this video and you want to see more like it? Well then smash the like button. It lets me know that you enjoyed the video and it motivates me to create more. And if you really want to know more about trading stock options, be sure to use the subscribe button so that you get access to all of my videos. Also, click on the bell icon so that you'll get notified every time I release a new video. I've been using a simple method to trade stock options and generate over $2,000 a month, and now you can see exactly how I do it. Make a plan, take action on that plan, and start living your dream.